Good day, brethren. The good Captain here from CapnsKustomWorks. Thanks for joining me for another episode of Liquid Considerations. Now, this episode is a very special episode, to me anyway. A little bit of a throwback. If you've been watching all of my videos, or at least everything in the Liquid Consideration series, which I don't know why you wouldn't be, but you should. But you'll have heard me mention this before. I want to talk a little bit about Cafe Royale from Cyber Liquids today. Now, Cafe Royale is not the greatest liquid I've ever tasted, but it is very special because it is the first premium liquid that I found that I really enjoyed. When I started vaping, I started off by going to a very nearby local shop that sells nothing whatsoever except for house blended liquids. I was not real thrilled with the products I was getting there. I started branching out, checking out different shops, not even buying anything, just going in and saying, I want to see what you guys have to offer here because I'm interested in expanding my range. You know, met a lot of really cool people, and tasted a lot of liquids that were like, yeah, okay, I can see that this is good, this is better than what I was trying, but none of them just really grabbed me the way that Cafe Royale did. When I finally found this, it just hit me. This is what I like. It is a coffee liquid. The way I like to describe it is it tastes to me like cookies dipped in coffee. The way that Cyber Liquids describes it, they say that it is a Frappuccino style coffee with hints of cinnamon and vanilla. It still tastes like cookies to me, which is great. Cookies dipped in coffee. Like I said, it's the very first liquid that I tried that really just grabbed me, and I actually had put it away on the shelf for a while. The shop that I was buying it at, they are of course available online, but the local shop I was buying it at stopped carrying the Cyber Liquids line, and this bottle is down to, a quarter of the bottle left, and as I like to do, I said, well, I gotta save this because this is tasty, so I put it on my liquid shelf, and there it sat for a while. I pulled it back out last night just because. I said, I haven't had any of this in a while. And man, the delicious memory of it, not that it was that long ago, but it just flooded back, like, yes, this is what I enjoyed. I'm gonna take a puff on it right now, in fact. And when I started, I was enjoying this in a relatively high ohm. I was using like a 1.8 ohm at that time. I graduated down from like the 2.4s of, the little ego. I was using a 1.8 ohm coil in a Nautilus tank, and, it was not a sub-ohm RDA. Right now I've got this in my still air with a flat wound ribbon Clapton, and this is a dual coil at right about 0.5. I like to keep it about there. It's plenty enough and perfectly safe. And this is obviously much more intense than what I was having then. And that is the thing about this liquid. It's fairly intense. I think this is not probably for everyone. If subtle flavor is what you enjoy in your liquids, this is not a subtle flavor at all. This is bold, coffee, desserty flavor. It's rich. It's one of those flavors that most people are like, oh, I can't vape that all day. I probably could. Not that I tend to vape all day most days, but this was a good one for me. This is great. Like I said, it's not the best in the world. It's kind of a one-dimensional flavor, I find, actually. It's not like some of those where you say, oh, the flavor just changes and you get these different notes. No, this one's pretty much smack you in the face with coffee. Which, you know, I like being smacked in the face with coffee. If you like being smacked in the face with coffee, try out Cafe Royale from Cyber Liquids. I believe this might be a 60-40 blend here. The other liquids on Cyber Liquid's site seem to say 60-40. When I bought it at the local shop, they told me they thought it was 70-30. It doesn't say on the bottle. But that being said, if the rest of what they make is 60-40, I think this probably is too. I think the reason it hasn't been updated is that this is one of the earlier line. This is one of the older flavors in Cyber Liquid's line. They've got a lot more flavors now than they did when I first got this. I went and checked the website again just prior to filming, and it had no ratio listed on this flavor. But another recommendation, if you try this, if you like it, or if it seems like the sort of thing you might like, another thing from Cyber Liquids that is, I wouldn't say similar is probably the wrong word, but it's got that kind of a flavor profile that if you like this, you'll probably like this. This is Vader from Cyber Liquids, and they describe this as maple hazelnut cookie dough. This is a pretty bold flavor too, bold, sweet, desserty, and if you like that, give Vader a shot. So thanks for hanging out with me again for a minute, just so I can ramble on about nonsense, like, you know, liquids that I enjoy. Please feel free to like the video if you actually liked it, because it'd be silly if you didn't like it, but, you know, you could. I won't stop you. Leave your comments, by all means. I want to hear what you guys have to say. Have you tried either Cafe Royale or Vader from Cyber Liquids? Have you tried anything else from Cyber Liquids? I see on their website they have an RY4. I'm an RY4 fan. They have an RY4 that got a lot of good reviews, granted on their own website, but it makes me interested to try it. I haven't, you know, busted out the card to order it online yet, because that takes, you know, a small amount of effort. But leave your comments if you like these, or if you tried anything else from them that you liked. If you got any ideas for other stuff I should try in the future, I'd love to hear it. And by all means, subscribe to my channel if you want to see more tasty or just plain weird liquids. I've also got beer reviews, my series of beer reviews. That seems to make more sense than I usually do. Making some art, making some music, playing with tools and crazy stuff. You never know what I'm up to, but you will if you subscribe. So thanks so much, and as always, we're going to see you again in the real near future, whether you like it or not. Much love.